In less than 90 minutes from now, Duke will face Virginia in the ACC Championship. We'll have the latest as the Blue Devils hope to take home the division crown for the second year in a row. But first, I hope you are enjoying today's nice weather and clear skies because we are in for a big change after this weekend. Our weather team has issued an alert day for Monday with a chance of severe thunderstorms. Good evening, I'm Ben Briscoe. Those storms could bring heavy rain with winds up to 40 miles per hour, even the possibility of tornadoes. Let's get over to meteorologist Alex Williams to get you prepared for Monday's threat.
Yeah, Ben, this is something we need to take very seriously, but today was a beautiful and is a beautiful day. 69 degrees right now at Winston-Salem, dew point at 32. Now, we're probably going to see that increase as we go into the day tomorrow. There's the look over Wendover Avenue. I hope you got outside. I was able to get a run in this morning. Really nice conditions out there. Low humidity. That's going to be different into the day tomorrow. We're talking highs closer to the upper 60s to lower 70s like we're seeing now. But we're going to be introducing a little bit more moisture and also some rain chances. Not for this evening, though. We'll see those mostly clear skies start to cool off into those mid-40s. As we go through the day tomorrow, that's when we're going to start to build into humidity, and the clouds are going to start to come in as well. Notice these clouds really start to increase as we go towards the late afternoon into the evening. Also, the rain chances increase. I have PM showers on there, but we're probably going to see some thunderstorms. There is enough fuel and instability in the atmosphere that we could see some thunderstorms, and unfortunately, enough wind shear that we could get some of those to start to rotate. Now, it's probably going to be weak rotation, but something we need to take very seriously. So really watching Sunday night, but the weather impact alert day starts into your Monday. There's your forecast highs for tomorrow, and we're talking kind of, I think, two rounds. One in the morning, which I think is going to be pretty serious, and then towards the afternoon, also equally serious. We're going to see strong, severe thunderstorms, damaging wind gusts, isolated tornadoes, all going to be a possibility. So all weather threats on there. Hail, not so much a huge problem here. You want to keep up with the forecast. You want to have multiple ways to receive warnings. Their satellite radar right now quiet. As we go into the day tomorrow, we're looking at an enhanced risk there stretching across, say, western Tennessee, western Kentucky, and then you can see the slight risk to the kind of marginal risk across the Carolinas. A strong storm or two. The main threat there is going to be for those evening storms that we're talking about. Then we get into Monday, and Monday is going to be the show, stretching across the mid-Atlantic all the way through the Carolinas. A level 3 out of 5, numerous strong to severe thunderstorms are anticipated as we go through the day. You can see even into our foothills, looking at a slight risk, scattered strong storms there, more isolated further to the west. Here is the big takeaways. I think we're going to see, again, two rounds, isolated strong severe as we go into the morning. And by the afternoon hours on our Monday, we're looking at scattered strong severe storms. Damaging wind gusts and isolated tornadoes will be the greatest threat there as far as this event is concerned. So you can see wind, we're borderline on that high risk there for some of those damaging wind. That's going to be in excess of 60 miles an hour. And then tornadoes, again, they are there, and they will be possible as we go through our Monday. The atmosphere perfectly set up for that. So here's these isolated storms. Again, look at kind of the nature of these. These look like supercells. They're trying to rotate. They're going to have a lot of wind shear to be able to do so. If we get thunderstorms, watch out tomorrow night. Then we get into the morning hours. I think that initial burst is going to be pretty bad as we go through the morning, and then a secondary round with things quieting down by the time we head towards the evening hours, much cooler into your St. Patrick's Day.
Right now you're watching us on WFMY Plus. This app also has a live radar feature 24/7. Track the storms before it reaches you. Just watch right here for free. A lot of Duke fans have that big knot building in their stomach right now as the Blue Devils prepare to take on UVA in the ACC Championship. This comes 1 year after beating them on that same stage. Our Logan Campbell is in Charlotte ahead of the huge rematch.
Hey, Ben, yeah, there's a little bit of deja vu for both Virginia and Duke heading into this game. A few months ago, the two schools met in the ACC football championships, now with the ACC men's basketball championship. We spoke with Cameron Boozer. He said, "We didn't come here to lose. We came here to win back-to-back titles, and to get to this point, the Blue Devils had to face their fair share of adversity. Down 2 starters, we've seen a much different lineup with Caden Boozer and Nick Kamenia at the 1 and 2. Now, last night, this team finally found its rhythm. Duke returned to its true form, beating Clemson by double digits to advance to the ACC title game.
I wish every game you could get a double-digit lead and control the game, but unfortunately that's not how it always goes in March. I just think naturally you're going to have some games where you can't get separation and do that, and you have to find a way. Different styles, different types of teams, but end of the day, I think what also helped us from day 1 to day 2 is, even for me, just helping our guys with rotations and what we're doing. I thought we were in a much better flow, and I didn't feel that's something I did a great job of yesterday. And I thought that helped us as well, just the experience of working through the rotation.
There's some impressive stats coming in today's ACC championship game for the Blue Devils. Duke is looking for its 3rd tournament title in the last 4 years of the John Shire era. The Blue Devils are also the ACC tournament's winningest team with 115 victories, and the Blue Devils are also no stranger to finding success in Charlotte, posting a 26-8 record. Now, a reason why Duke has been so good this year is because of freshman Cameron Boozer, who was named Sporting News National Player of the Year. Boozer is the 8th Blue Devil to earn this honor. So Duke is looking to assert its dominance for back-to-back years and bring home the school's 24th ACC tournament title. Tip-off between Duke and Virginia is tonight at 8:30. We'll have a recap tonight at 11. Reporting inside the Spectrum Center, I'm Logan Campbell.
Definitely going to be a game to watch. Hey, as you get ready for March Madness, a big part of that, setting up the perfect bracket. This year, a lot of people are turning to AI to try to get them right. I mean, you want the bragging rights, right? You want to beat all your friends in all this, but some experts say AI is not going to help you build that perfect bracket.
AI systems are extremely powerful and informative, but they will not solve the perfect bracket problem in March Madness. The games are played by people on a court, not on a computer. The outcomes are unpredictable, and that means we're going to have upsets which no computer model, no AI system can predict.
There's a reason they call it madness. Experts say instead of using AI to do your bidding, if you're really stuck, you could just pick the favorites for each game, especially if you don't really know what you're doing. Everything is on the line this month on the road to the big dance. Make sure to tune into our Selection Sunday special tomorrow at 7 p.m. right here on WFMY+. Police officers and firefighters traded their uniforms for hockey gear this afternoon in Greensboro, all for a good cause. The Guns and Hoses charity tournament brought first responders onto the ice at First Horizon Coliseum. The friendly matchup raised money for Special Olympics in North Carolina and the local fire department union, with a portion of the ticket sales going to both groups. They say it's a chance for the community to bond with both departments.
It's a good chance for them just to come out and meet us as people, right? Sometimes they see us in the uniform. Some people approach us and say hi at the grocery store. Other people may or may not feel comfortable or uncomfortable with that. So this is a chance where they just come out and they see us as people. They see us as part of the community like we are. And they can just talk to us. And, when the fans erupt with cheer, we all jump up together. And then we look around and see who's cheering for police and the fire department, right?
The best part, the fans that came out get to stick around for the Greensboro Gargoyles game later in the day as part of the team's Star Wars theme night. Today, North Carolina A&T students held an event to build beds for children in the Triad. The event is spearheaded by a pair of Aggies who lead the Greensboro chapter of Sleep in Heavenly Peace. They've got everything from blankets to mattresses to make sure volunteers could help build those beds. Their mission, to make sure no kid sleeps on the floor. New at 6, we are learning the identity of the teen who died in a Thomasville fire yesterday. The family tells us that Chase Vyers was 13 years old. He was a student in the Lexington City School system. The district says it remains committed to supporting its community as it grieves together. And a reminder, there will be a visitation and a funeral service for Deputy Caleb Mitchell on Monday. The 24-year-old from Forsyth County died in an on-duty crash last weekend. WFMY News 2's Julie Luck posted a video to our Facebook page with more about how to honor him.
Governor Governor Josh Stein ordered flags to fly at half-staff on Monday to honor a fallen Forsyth County Sheriff's deputy. It is the same day of Caleb Mitchell's funeral. I'm WFMY News 2's Julie Luck. The 24-year-old died in a crash last weekend. Investigators say a driver going 100 miles an hour slammed into his cruiser. Deputy Mitchell leaves behind his pregnant wife and 2-year-old son. His funeral will be held at Woodland Baptist Church in Winston-Salem at 2 p.m. on Monday.
Today, a group in the Triad gathered in Greensboro for what they call the Rage Against the Regime protest. The rally on Battleground Avenue was organized by an indivisible Guilford County. They called for an end to the war in Iran. The protest comes as the average price per gallon of gas in Greensboro just crossed over $3.50. AAA says that's on par with the state average price. For all of Guilford County, it's up to $3.54 per gallon. Forsyth, $3.53, and even $3.51 in Alamance. Nationwide, gas prices have seen a 23% increase since the war in Iran began 3 weeks ago, and there's not much hope in sight. Oil prices closed about $100 a barrel on Friday. Jet fuel prices are also climbing as the war in the Middle East disrupts global oil supplies. Now, airlines warn travelers could soon feel the impact. In addition to higher jet fuel prices, airlines are also having to take longer routes to avoid the conflict zone, which would drive up ticket prices, especially on international flights. It might also cause them to raise some bag check fees, too. This afternoon, the Pentagon says it's planning to send 5,000 more troops to the Middle East. The news comes as President Trump says the war with Iran is actually running ahead of schedule. Meanwhile, security for the Oscars is being beefed up as a result of potential security threats. William James Inman explains.
Heading into the weekend, President Trump said the war with Iran is running ahead of schedule.
So the situation in Iran is going very well. A lot of big hits today, a lot of big wins today.
This comes as the president says the Navy will soon escort tankers through the Strait of Hormuz, a critical waterway through which a fifth of the world's oil flows. He later added many countries would help secure the waterway in coordination with the U.S. The U.S. military on Friday bombed Iran's Karg Island, striking a blow to the country's vital oil network. President Trump shared footage of the attack on social media. The island, which is located in the Persian Gulf, serves as Iran's main oil export terminal. Uncertainty in the Middle East has led to higher gas prices in the U.S., prompting a mixture of reactions.
I think they're quite expensive right now, especially for $4.30, 87. That's a lot.
It's fair market value. And so what's fair is what capitalism determines at that given time. And that's what the price is now. It's fair when it's low. It's fair when it's high. There's a reason for it.
CBS News has learned the Pentagon is sending up to 5,000 sailors and Marines to the Middle East as the president projects confidence.
We are in a position of dominance that nobody's ever seen before.
In Baghdad overnight, smoke was seen rising from the U.S. Embassy compound after a missile hit a helipad. The embassy has been repeatedly targeted by Iran. In the U.S., security concerns over the war have spilled into Sunday's Oscar ceremony, with extra security patrols being stationed around the ceremony site. Willie James Inman, CBS News.
All right, let's look at Monday. Monday is a weather impact alert day. It runs through the morning through the afternoon. I think the threat's gone by the evening. Strong, severe thunderstorms, isolated tornadoes, damaging wind. Those are going to be the primary threats as we go through the day. You need to take this very seriously. And I think even tomorrow night, if we get thunderstorms, they're going to be an environment that they could rotate, Ben. So it's going to be one of those you just need to have ways to receive warnings should they be issued. Know where you're going to go. I'm going to put some vertical videos together tonight that shows you good, safe places to seek shelter because we take this event into Monday very seriously.
And one of the best ways to get those alerts when you need them is the WFMY News 2 weather app.
It
You
is.
can keep it on overnight. They'll send the alerts right to your phone if there's something serious.
Yeah, and a good old-fashioned weather radio, also great tool.
Yeah, I also use my Alexa too. That helps me whenever anything goes off. Whatever you have to do, just stay safe and make sure you stay with us. Alex is going to be back later tonight to get you even more prepared. Have a great night. We'll see you at 11.